to the channel. So I wanted to have like a first video for my channel. I felt like I couldn't go forward until I really sat down and talked basically and like introduced my channel. I have like a lot of plans for this one specifically, and I just felt like I needed to sit down and actually introduce myself and have a video for people to go back on and see who I am and what I want to do with this channel, because it's kind of random right now. There's nothing that really ties all my videos in, but this is me. I'm Brianna. Yeah, I have like trouble organizing videos because my brain is all over the place. There's just so much things that have been happening, so many changes, just so many. But I'm here, so I'll probably get this video out, but I'll see if I can get it out tonight. Where should we start off with? So this channel is just basically being a mom, but like not necessarily like a family channel. It's not going to be a family channel, just not even just being a mom. It's more like things that my interests. I'm a content creator, one, but I feel like there's just been so many things thrown my way where I can't create the content that I want to. And it's been like this since I was like pregnant with my twins, who are now 16 months. I've known that I want to create YouTube videos for a while now, since since I've been pregnant with them. At first I was kind of like, I didn't know. I'm really happy that even though I haven't been able to create the content that I've been wanting to for a really long time, that like slowly I get like pieces of like throughout this time things happen where I'm like more fine-tuning what I want to do on this YouTube channel or my other YouTube channels. I didn't know, like when I first came up with the idea, or like, okay, I can do this, because I've watched YouTube for a really long time, but I never thought I could go on YouTube, be on camera talking to a phone or a camera or something like that. I just never thought I could do that stuff. So, and then just talking, gaining confidence, talking to a camera, or just talking. There's little things here and there that have like prepared me for this moment. So yeah, I just want to give a little introduction to myself and what I'm on, what I'm trying to do. So my channels, this one is more like lifestyle, but I really now have the time to do makeup that I've been wanting to do, trying all these wigs. I just got this wig from Shein. I love it. I'm gonna do a video review of these wigs because they are bomb. This was like 19 bucks. I love this wig. I mean, it's not down, but I got some $100 wigs, $150 wigs, $200 wigs. This is my favorite. Like the Shein wigs, I got 4 wigs. These are my favorite wigs I've ever gotten. So just so many changes have been happening right now. Just so many changes, but good changes. Again, like I haven't been able to create the content that I wanted to be a consistent content creator like I really want to be. I haven't been able to be consistent on the thing that I really want to be consistent on. Even though I'm not consistent on my channels, I have been making a bunch of changes in my personal life, and just steps that I've been needing to make, and I'm really happy about that. I just finished breastfeeding. I don't even know, it's been a couple months, since March. No, I don't. They turned a year, so I was still breastfeeding in June. Probably like July, August, I stopped, or maybe even right before. No, it was definitely like they were a year old. So breastfeeding for that entire year. Their birthdays are in June. So yeah, I stopped around that time. I would say when I stopped breastfeeding, I was so unhealthy, so how would I say, I was so malnourished, so drained of everything, like so drained. Like my body was not where it should have been, and I've really been focusing on that for the last, I would say, month and a half. Been doing some weightlifting, I've been doing some roller skating, and that's something I've really been active on. Yeah, weightlifting and roller skating, and eating really well. That's been my my major focus, is just eating good, and then feeding them as well. But at the same time, again, have had time to do the content. It's just, there's just been so many changes. I broke up with my ex in March, and then we were co-living up until like maybe like 2 months ago, something like that. It was just a very toxic environment. I felt like I wasn't getting the help that I needed with 3 kids. I don't want to give every detail of my life, or maybe in the future I will, but not, because I want to be really conscientious of the information I put out there, because it can get crazy really fast. But I just felt like I was doing a lot of work and it's not reciprocated, and you know, if I was like 99 pounds and, you know, my partner's not helping me, you know, how would I say, if I am 99 pounds, it's my job to take care of myself, but it was to the point where I wasn't brushing my teeth, I wasn't shaving my legs, I wasn't washing my face, I wasn't eating, I didn't have the time to do any of that stuff. I was just so stressed out, like I was so overwhelmed. How would I say, let me turn this off. I just felt like I was just so overwhelmed, like 24/7, just overwhelmed. And like once the girl started sleeping through the night, stopped breastfeeding, I felt like I could catch a break. But that was already a year in, you know, of not eating, of not taking care of myself, having any time to myself. And I felt like I can just do it myself. How would I say? I felt like my ex-partner wasn't doing anything that I couldn't do on my own. The best way to say it. I was just at a point where I just felt like, well, there was an event where I was just like, my partner has to go. But even then, before then, I was just like, he wasn't doing anything that I can do for myself, and it's just how the cookie crumbles. So I'm gonna be doing that right now. And when a toxic person finally leaves and you start doing everything that you couldn't do before, you know that person wasn't a good person to be around. And it is what it is. I just feel so much better, even though I am a little bit stressed, not being able to have the time to do the things I want to do. I have the motivation to do the things that I want to do, and that's really the drive. Like, things keep on happening, to me over and over, but I still have the motivation, I still have the drive. And it's something like I've heard and I've said, or I've heard around, that when things keep on happening to you, like when you're trying to do something, you're trying to set, like, accomplish certain goals, it's the devil. He's trying to stop you because he knows what you're meant to do, right? So it gives me motivation, and I'm just highly motivated and just want to do the things that I want to do. I don't really want to be tied down to anything in life, really, except my children, of course. But just so many things. I just want to be the best version of myself, the most productive I've ever been, the most fit I've ever been, most healthy, the most happy, just so many things. I just want to be the best version of myself, even though it's all, like, it seems like chaos right now, but it's also, even it's like an organized chaos. Even though things are messy right now, it's just all falling together in different ways. And I'm just doing a lot of inner work, but also just listening to my gut, just listening to, I don't know, I'm just trying to move different. Like, I've never really focused on my goals in my life. I have, but not really. Like I have now, I actually, even though I haven't focused on, there's just so many things, but it's just kind of like everything that I've gone through or that's happened, every event, it's just like, it's led up to here. And if certain people didn't come into my life, I wouldn't have learned or been aware of that kind of person, or I wouldn't have known what path I really wanted to take that would make me happy. I wouldn't have had the skills that I now have today, to do the things that I want to do, or the confidence to do. I'm just really happy of how things have led up to now. And even though I'm a single mom, I feel, there's like some like taboo with being a single mom, and I feel it actually like motivates me more than anything. I really think it does. Like, to have something on this earth that ties you down, making it real. I used to party a lot, and it never felt good waking up in the morning, or like, it's just like around people that really don't care about you, what happened to you, checking up on you, making sure you're good. It's just a lot of things that it's just never felt good. I mean, I used to like partying. I mean, I probably might still party too, but it's just an empty feeling you wake up with. It's like, you just have a motivation and a reason, and I really like that. So many things happening, but it is what it is. And I feel like in a month time, because I am moving out of this place in about a month, and I'm selling almost everything. I have so many things, and I don't know if there's something like called an organized hoarder, but I feel like that's kind of what I am. I mean, not necessarily, like with my crafts, it makes sense. I love to make crafts. I just haven't had the time to do it. I've had a plan with my craft stuff since I was pregnant with my twins, but I didn't know how my pregnancy would progress, and I was unable to walk. It was painful to walk, to stand, to do anything. It was just towards like the middle to end, it was just not how I thought it was going to be, and I just couldn't do things. I had like a whole office space to do all my crafts and stuff, but I couldn't go there. I just couldn't do anything. I was just tired all the time. And then when I had my twins, it was just like 24/7 breastfeeding. Like, it is what it is. I was always like, you know, there's an ending to it, but it's just, I literally had no time and no energy since then. And that's like, now they're 16 months, so like 16 months plus 9 months, or like 5 months, like something like that. But like basically 2 years, I couldn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. And you know, finally I can, and I'm so excited to do that. And I'm just like on a whole different like ball game, and I'm so excited for it. And I'm just so excited for the future. I really feel like I can do whatever I want, and that's just how life is. You really can do whatever you want. I'm not all the way there. I feel like after this month I can, and I'm really excited for it. I just really have to sell everything. If the title's anything about it, but I'm going to be moving into an Airbnb with my 3 kids. I do have them 4 out of 7 days. I would say I have them, let's see, they're gone full Sunday, Monday, and I get them Tuesday afternoon. So they're like gone like 3.5 days, 3.25 days. So the rest of the days I have to myself. And I just started selling things this weekend. And you know, for me, I have really strong ADHD, and it really gets, especially when I'm overwhelmed, I feel like that's where it really kicks in. It's really hard for me to get things done. Like, it gives me some like inner anxiety to know the list and steps of things I have to take, and things get me anxiety. Like, having so many things, messes, and all this stuff gives me anxiety. And I just think being a minimalist is going to help me. Not having anything tying me down, just a clean space. So what I'm going to be doing, we're going to be living in an Airbnb, and I feel like that's probably, well, I live in California, for one, so rent is really expensive. We have 2-bedroom, and that's like $3,000, and it was doable, you know, when I was with my ex and we both had incomes. But now it's just gonna be me, and I really want to do this alone. And the way that California rent works is just crazy. You have to have 3 times the amount rent, amongst other things. So I don't have that. Rent starts like at $2,400, and then that plus utilities and plus everything else that you have to get. And I mean, I'm gonna be paying that around that for an Airbnb. I want to travel with them. I want to travel whenever we feel like it. I really want to move abroad, but there's some things that are tying us down here, and you know, I had to handle some things. But I would love to live abroad and travel, and then not be tied down to furniture, a lease, anything. And also I just want to be a minimalist. I always love clothes, I'll always love shoes, I'll always have a lot of that. But I already like got rid of half my closet and bought some clothes that I really like. I've been in pajamas for the past year. We have not barely been outside, and my son has, like, when people take him out. And now that my ex lives out, lives somewhere else now, that he can go outside. But seriously, I could not go out with all three of them. It was crazy. It's just naps every other hour, getting everybody on the same schedule, feeding, and I finally feel like I'm ahead of that. Like meal prepping, and then they can actually eat snacks, and they actually can eat with their fingers and stuff like that. So, versus being fed and stuff like that. But I'm finally catching up, and they're finally like at a good age where they can kind of all play with each other, just play independently. I mean, I'm always there, but because yeah, they just need me around. But they're just kind of just being independent. Like, even if I'm in the room, they're just playing with their toys and stuff. But I just really want to go out with them and go on walks, go on hikes, and do all the fun stuff. And it's possible now. And I'm getting my car insurance, I'm getting my car registration. I'm just getting on top of my shit for the first time in so long. Like, after my ex moved out, it was just me catching up, like organizing and just catching up to everything. Right now I'm focusing on selling everything. But yeah, we're gonna live in Airbnb. It will probably have to be like a 1-bedroom, and however that works out. But it needs to have at least 1 bedroom. I don't know how that's gonna work out, because my son sleeps with me basically, and then my girls sleep in their own room. So I'm gonna have to find out how that sleeping situation is gonna get. But I don't know, nothing's like too permanent. But like, again, people think, Airbnb might be a little bit crazy for some. But again, you guys have to keep in mind, I'm in California. I'm a single mom who has not really worked since. I do have like a part-time job that's working for my grandfather as a caregiver, but I was a waitress before my son, so I haven't really had a real job since, well, I guess like 4 years now. Oh my gosh, I haven't had a real job for almost 4 years. Oh my gosh. But I do have an interview tomorrow. It's a personal assistant job, and it really works out for me, the position. And I think he's really interested in just the position. And like, I study business and entrepreneurship, and he owns his own business and he needs help with that stuff. And I'm pretty business savvy. I've done little side businesses for a really long time. Whatever it was to make money, anything they can think of, I don't know, I'm just good at making money. I just find business in everything, business ideas. I'm just good at that stuff. Just business, making money or whatever. And, or making a business out of anything. And that would be a really good little side job. And I'm just really excited for that. So we're gonna be living in Airbnb. I got a storage for my craft stuff because I cannot give it away. And I feel like it would like ease my anxiety from like looking at all this stuff, to have it separate and I can just go to it when I need it. And I really want to kill my craft stash, but I want to use it. So the storage space I got, it was a really good price. It's like $10 a month, plus insurance was like $15, but $25 a month pretty good. And it's a pretty good sized space. I had to see how tall it is. I'm hoping it's tall. I'm hoping it's tall, but we'll see. So yeah, so living in Airbnb, I think I'll like film like the process and like more of like living in Airbnb with kids, and just how that goes. I just don't want to be tied down to things. Like if we want to travel, we can travel. Yeah, I'm getting a personal assistant job, but it's just like a little extra income while I figure out things, because I would rather live in a different country and, you know, have the funds to be able to travel over here whenever need be. But like I'm so tired of this life in the United States, like just paying to afford rent. You can't get ahead because rent's so expensive. I mean, yeah, I can go to school, but like I don't want a job working for someone. I want to start my own businesses, or like, you know, get a degree and then work for somebody and then get a salary. That's not what I want or have ever really wanted. Let's see, like I have 2 bedrooms full of things, like, you know, chairs, tables, couches, furniture. I just don't want to have that. And then like if I travel, you know, I can, whatever I have, just put in a, you know, get a storage center for that month or 2 months that I'm traveling. Because for traveling, for me, I can't travel somewhere for a week. That's not traveling. That's not a vacation to me. A vacation to me is a month-long vacation, 2 months. I've never done longer than that. I don't even think I've done 2 months, but that's a vacation to me, long vacations. And that's, well, yeah, I'll be able to put my stuff in storage maybe for a month or 2 months, and then I don't have to pay rent for that time that I'm not here, you know, here in California. And I just think it makes sense. It may sound kind of weird to some people, I guess, but that's what I want. I mean, it might be crazy to travel with 3 babies, but you know, maybe like my sister wants to travel too, so us with 3 kids divided or something like that. I mean, having 3 kids, I would have to travel, you know, somewhere somewhere safe and stuff like that. But I'm the type to go into museums or parks or just like living a different life. So, you know, whatever I'm doing here, doing somewhere else, like going to get groceries, trying different foods. I love trying different foods. So that's the stuff I like to do. Going to a beach, going on outings, go on hikes, like places, different places. And I just want to have my kids out and about, and yeah, going on hikes. Maybe sometime in the future I'll be able to travel alone. I don't know. Before I had kids, I would travel by myself, go on drives by myself. So having kids with it, I just, you know, for some people it's like, it might be hard to travel with kids. I mean, I think the airplane rides are going to suck, but you know, the airplane rides are going to suck. I don't even know how that would work out. But even traveling to different states, traveling to whatever, they're gonna get slightly, you know, they're gonna get bigger. The airplane rides. I'm just thinking about the airplane rides. Maybe taking a cruise to wherever I need to go to. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do, because I'm just thinking of, because there's 4 of us, right? So my son, I don't even know how that would work, but, and yeah, we're gonna have to live in an Airbnb, and I'm actually really excited about it. I feel like some people would like see that as a negative, but I just see nothing but positives with it, because like just looking around, like I'm just so tied down to so many things, and it would just relieve so much anxiety just to be able to move places, just have a couple of boxes. Yeah, I have the storage, which is only $25 versus like, which is a really good deal, because a lot of places do not have that much storage. If anything, I'll get 2 of those storage spaces if I really need it. But I'm gonna have some of the craft stuff in my Airbnb I have, and then I want my like content creation stuff, like my laptops. I'm gonna get a monitor. I don't know, it's just gonna be easy to move, and I'm just really excited about that. And the storage isn't an arm and a leg where the things will lose value fast, and it just works out. It just works out so much for me. And it might be crazy it just might be crazy to some people to live in an Airbnb, but I'm just trying to get a leg up and do the things that make me happy. Less stress, less anxiety. The things that give me anxiety, believe it or not, are not my children. It's actually so many other things. I feel like dealing with people gives me anxiety. Having so many things, I mean, maybe in the future, but like I really just want to start fresh. You know, if I get an apartment in the future, it would just be totally different, styled the way I want. I just feel like it's so many random pieces of furniture, of hand-me-downs, that it's just not styled how I want it. And you know, maybe in the future I'll be able to afford a lot of different things, but it's just what works for right now, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do like update. I just have a lot of things planned, but I'm just selling all of my things, and yeah, I'm just so excited for what everything's to bring. And even though like I said, I haven't been able to release the content that I wanted to, but I have been roller skating with my sister, and that's been a lot of fun. And then eventually maybe we can cruise around the city, San Francisco, and like be good enough where we're not falling all over the place, because it's something that I really like. I'm not the person to run on a treadmill, go to the gym. I'm not that. So I got a barbell, so like I'm watching a movie and I'm just like doing, you know, weights. And I got a barbell, and I got some whatever these are called. So I'm doing that. So I'm doing that, and I've been doing that really actively, and eating. So I want to get a scale so I can like track my progress. But I've also been wanting to do cooking videos. I have like a cooking vlog. I just like want to release videos that I would have wanted to watch, like how to feed your kids like realistically, like good food and stuff like that. I love to cook, and I really cook really good food. I just want to share that with people like that are lost for cooking, or cooking for kids, like, and having their kids eat good food, and like basically cooking for everybody, because that's what I cook. Like whatever I eat, my kids eat for the most part. Like sometimes my son will want chicken nuggets or something, but like chicken and rice, we all eat that. Or salmon and broccoli and burgers and beans or something like that, or like a little bit remixed. So if I have like a salmon burger, they're eating like a salmon patty with rice or quinoa or something like that. And not everybody has like the ability to like cook fresh food or something like that. So like, as in like, maybe I'll make some fresh chicken breast, and then I will have canned organic beans or something like that, or rice out of a box that's already seasoned, because it's something like that. I don't know, I just have so many plans for the content, and I just feel like frustrated that I haven't been able to create the content I wanted to, but everything's just falling like in place. I'm just actually feel energized, I actually feel good, I just feel good. I just feel like, even though, yeah, I'm not as productive as I want to be, or have the time that I want to be, like, I am getting things done little by little, and that's really all that matters to me. Even though it might not show in the content that I'm making, because it's not consistent at all, especially on my business channel, which matters the most to me. I'm just able to do things that are also matter to me in my personal life. And I was saying that I want to get a scale so I can track my progress from weight gain, but my leggings are starting to fit. I mean, my jeans might not be fitting. My jeans might not fit yet, but there's just like, I just notice things about my body that I'm actually starting to gain weight. Like, oh my gosh, I can see my arms are just so skinny. You can see like my chest bones, and that's starting to disappear. My leg, I see, like, well, you can't see right now, but there's like some muscle growing here from weightlifting, and then I have like on my calves, they're getting stronger from roller skating, and also some of the weightlifting I'm doing. And I'm just feeling like the weight slowly lift off. Like, I just really feeling less anxious. I quit smoking weed, which was like something I felt like was necessary to like keep me going, keep me chill, and now I don't even need that. My last vice is vaping. That's something I want to quit. I just feel like I'm not there yet, but I feel like once I get rid of all these things, and in my new Airbnb, and like, I just feel like it'll just be something from, like, I won't need anymore, because I've quit vaping before. I feel like it's just more like an anxiety reliever. Not that just because there was so much anxiety in my life, and that's the same thing that I needed weed for. So much anxiety, so much stress inducers, but now it's like slowly coming off, and I just feel like just so much better. Have the energy to get up, to stay up till 4 a.m. and then get up in the morning. I used to like map out my energy, like I need to be asleep by 11 so I can wake up at 10, and that's still like 11 hours of sleep, right? But I was still tired. It was just so much stuff that was on my plate, and I've just felt like I've removed everything negative in my life, everything that was just made me feel a type of way, I guess you could say. Yeah, I removed everyone toxic from my life. I started speaking up for like what I felt like. I'm like, just stop letting people walk all over me, or if there's something bothering me, I would say it. If people were trying to pass one over on me, usually in the back, usually like in the past, I would just let them do it and be mute, but it's just, I just say what's on my mind, because it'll just stress me out if I don't say it. So it's gonna stress you out, or it's gonna stress me out. I'd rather it be you. I guess that's just how it has to be. But, you know, it is what it is. I just feel so much better than I did 2, 4, 6 months ago. I just need at least one bedroom where they can go into to sleep, and then I can be out doing my content whenever I have the time to do that. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I need to buy a bunch of storage boxes. Not a bunch, but I probably need I need storage boxes for the storage so my yarn doesn't get moldy or dust on it. I might get rid of a lot of my fabric because I have a lot of fabric, and when I got that fabric I didn't even know what I wanted to do with it, so I'd probably get rid of my fabric but not my yarn. I want to be able to make my own clothes and make high quality clothes, and that's like a journey in itself. But you know, I have like a whole stack of terry cloth fabric, but I'm gonna be, what do I need it for? The whole thing was to make like napkins, and well, maybe I'll make some Christmas gifts with it. It's a lot of terry cloth fabric, you would not believe. It's so much you wouldn't even believe. I do need to make a lot of Christmas gifts. That's probably one thing I'm gonna focus on my craft channel. I just need to figure out what needs to be sold, what can't. Like some things have to be sold at the end, such as like the couches. I feel like it would be weird to sell the couches at the beginning, but the move-out date is November 15th, so I had to get a majority of everything sold. I sold the dresser, lamp, 2 cube things, and like 2 cube organizers that were for my kids' toys. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to sell a lot. I have so much stuff, it's crazy. For the kitchen, I think we're gonna go to the flea market to sell some things. I'll probably like more selling the clothes. I have clothes, no, there's some clothes I had in my closet that I wouldn't really wear because they're weird colors, and I realized I love the style but I didn't like the color, so I'm gonna be dyeing them all black. Most of my clothes is black. It's just what I like. I feel comfortable. Once in a while I'll try to go out in different, like wear different colors, but I just like black. It just works for everything. So I'm gonna be dyeing some clothes black. But other than that, I'm gonna be giving away a lot of clothes. I think we're gonna go to just drop off the clothes in San Francisco, and then for whoever needs it. So just give it to people that would need it. I don't want to drop it off at Goodwill because I don't think anything will like come of it. So I would rather it directly go to some people who need it. So we'll drive to I forget what the street is called, but well, there's homeless people everywhere, but like where people can find it fast. I don't want somebody to just take the box or the boxes and just like walk with it and sell it. So I might stay there and make sure people get it, or like start coming around it. I just want people to have clothes. And then so I already did that, but I think baby clothes I might sell at the flea market, kitchen stuff at the flea market. Oh my gosh, I have so many things here. You won't believe what I have, like random stuff. Like I have an ice cream machine. It's a really good ice cream machine. When I get into a hobby, I buy everything for that hobby, and it's kind of crazy. So crafts will always be my thing. That's whatever. But like, I just get into hobbies really crazy. So so baby clothes, probably flea market. All the little miscellaneous items we're gonna sell at the flea market. So basically, like, I just want to have, because I have a big car, I just want just 2 truckloads of things that I would need to take from each Airbnb if we're traveling to different Airbnbs. I want to stay like long term in each Airbnb, and until there's like more of a plan. If it's a really good Airbnb, like stay there for a while. If it's, you know, not, probably just stay there for a month at least, because it's a better deal. But then it's just gonna be so good. That's just the plan. And then yeah, so I want to like share more progress, cooking videos, roller skating videos, just roller skating in different areas, and then being confident to do that. Just like productivity, that's really like my main focus. And then like wigs and beauty and clothing, fashion. I mean, I'm not necessarily the most fashionable, like I'm like street chic, I would say. I like not getting the most attention, but having like, you know, a cute outfit on, a cute look on. So I don't know. I just like learning how to do makeup. You know, like I just learned how to do my eyeliner like this. So I really like this. I actually like figured out how to do the makeup that looks good on me. I just like wigs and trying new looks and stuff like that. So doing stuff like that, just self-care, I guess. Self-care and just realistic reviews. I like to buy stuff, but like things that are needed that would make my life more productive. Things that are useful. Just productivity, self-care, fitness, fun things, whatever I do. Like I love to go to concerts, I love to go to events, and just doing fun stuff. So that's really what my channel is about. And my waking journey, fitness journey more so after I do that, because I've never really been into fitness for that long. I haven't really been focused on anything to 100%, and that's really what I want to do. I never really knew what I wanted to do, and then now I do. So I'm just so happy, and I just want to get to what I'm doing, and I just feel like I can actually, like it's actually doable. Like yeah, I just feel like my world's my oyster, the world's my oyster, I guess. I just feel really positive about the future and everything that I'm going to be doing, and I'm just really excited. And yeah, I'm just really excited about everything, to put it lightly. So I think I talked enough. I really want to get this video out there. Now that I have this video out, or going to have this video, I feel like I can do little updates. I already introduced myself, who I am, what I'm doing, what I want to do. I feel like I can actually put out any content that I want to on this channel. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, I just want to get out more. Get out with my kids. I'm, you know, getting my registration this week, and I want to go out with them so much more often, much more often, doing little hikes and stuff, little outings. It's not a family channel, it's more mommy focused, is what I really want to do. And yeah, that's really what I want the channel to be. And yeah, just focus on the evolution of the mother. Yeah, that's really, or just as an individual. So yeah, I'm just trying to put all those thoughts in, and I don't know if I like missed anything, but yeah, maybe a little vlog-ish kind of thing, or whatever I do, however it works out. But just lifestyle, that's what the channel is. We'll see as time goes on, but you're just gonna have to see what I come up with. I just don't want it to be like in some kind of like little box. I just want it to be what whatever I feel like, but around those themes. It's broad, but like still in a certain, like just the things that interest me, and hopefully like it will interest some other people, but we shall see. And yeah, this is the video, so you know, if you like, please subscribe, and if you like any of the things that I'm going to be talking about, please subscribe. We will talk very soon, and I'll catch you in the next video. All right, thank you, bye.